Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of the great support. I want to say I'm sorry for the noise because of the rain. Now, the reports are just in, as there are several contradictions and confusion between the United States of America, the Republic of Kenya, and also the Republic of Belarus. The other mind, Rachel Ruto received the First Lady from United States of America, Jill Biden. And the reason behind her visit in Kenya, we were not being told very clear. But this was like a coincidence. At that time, when the Supreme Court came out giving the judgment on LGBTQ. But I want to say, at a time that there's a news that is coming that Kenya is going to have a working arrangement with a country called Belarus, which according to again the reports that we are getting, is that Belarus is facing a trade business sanction from these Western countries. United States of America is one of them. But as we speak, is that this is whatever the ambassador of United States of America, Meg Whitman, came out giving us her statement towards LGBTQ. Then after reading, I want us to look at the working arrangement where Kenyan government has come out to have tractors being imported from Belarus, which Belarus is not having a trade agreement with the United States of America and other Western countries. But again, the relationship of Kenya and the US is giving us a certain enough reasons why there is a bit confusion and contradiction between those three countries. So this is whatever Meg Whitman said the other day. Over the past week, my team and I met with the LGBTQ plus community and stakeholders to support the human rights of LGBTQ plus persons. The US proudly advances efforts to protect LGBTQ plus persons from discrimination and violence and will continue to stand up for human rights and equality. US Ambassador Meg Whitman. This was something that court had given a judgment. After the judgment, then the First Lady Jill Biden from US came. Then after she was leaving after finishing her visit in Kenya, we were being told that US had donated 16 billion Kenya shillings. You want to tell me it is only Kenya that are facing drought? No. The reason behind it is that these people are not telling us the truth. They are not telling us the truth. If the US ambassador can come out to confirm to us that this is their decision, then this is connected. This is connected. It is 100% sure this is something that was with these 16 billion Kenya shillings. Now, when you look at United States of America, they are feeling like they are being sabotaged. That is how I want you to understand. United States of America, they are feeling like the government of William Ruto, Hawaii Lewi, they will speak something today different, nicely before you, when you have a visit to them, then tomorrow they will say whatever they want. So they are confusing United States of America whether should they have a good relationship or rather should they do their own business, because United States of America is like losing the grounds in Africa. Why? They're feeling like China, Russia are taking over Africa. And that is why China, most of the time you will see them doing different businesses in across different countries in Africa. Kenya is one of them. So United States of America, when it comes to president of Kenya coming out to say that the LGBTQ cannot be adopted in the Republic of Kenya and should not be registered. At the same time, you are rewarded 16 billion Kenya shillings, which mulificha mukutaka julikane kwamba this connected with the LGBTQ. Then you assure them to support them have this thing culture into our country. Then later on, after Kenyans created a hostile ground, you came out saying that this was not in accordance to your thought and expectation, that the judgment should be reversed. Yet after the judgment, this was something that was there. They could have come out earlier. So when it comes to a contract that has been signed with the Kenyan government and Belarus government, these people are feeling like the tractors that are being imported from Belarus should be imported from either USA or either Western countries that are having good relationship with the United States of America. And that is why you see these people, they are such a contradicting people, doing things that they are doing things that they did not agree with the United States of America. So they're feeling like on this side Kenya is defending themselves, this side the United States of America is defending themselves, but again Kenya is seriously sabotaging them. When it comes to imports, Kenya is preferring to do with other countries that they're willing to do, which according to me there's no problem. The question that we want to ask, when this LGBTQ was being when this LGBTQ community, there was a plan to adopt it in our culture. After the judgment of the Supreme Court, you will realize that Jill Biden came to our country. Then after coming to Kenya, we realized that William Ruto, Rachel Ruto, were not talking about the judgment. In the period, during the period where Jill Biden was there, have you sensed that? They never came out talking about it. Have you realized that? The statement of William Ruto and Rachel Ruto coming out to confirm to us that they were against LGBTQ, this was after the United States First Lady Jill Biden had finished her visit in Kenya and she had already left to US. So they came later, now giving their contradiction statements. As we speak now, there is a leakage that we are being told that they are being denied 16 billion Kenya shillings because they never came out to support the LGBTQ. Number two, there's also another sources that the 16 billion Kenya shillings was disbursed to Kenyan government, but they are required to be, they are being requested to refund the money because that money was to support the LGBTQ, was not to support the people who have been affected with droughts. Because there's a body organization of the United States of America that deals with the droughts and flood and famine called USAID. Yeah. This is the organization that deals with people who have been affected. But when you look at the promise of 16 billion Kenyan shillings was outside the USAID. Now after the statement of William Ruto, now the ambassador of the United States of America came out trying to cover up, saying that 16 billion Kenyan shillings was for USAID to assist those who have been affected with drought, famine and flood. That is whatever Meg Whitman told us. And she said that there was no connection of LGBTQ with the 16 billion Kenyan shillings. But in real sense, The statement of us is showing us a certain indication that Kenya has failed them. So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Please, we are having a donation to support this channel. If you're willing to support, please, I'm pinning my number below on the screen. We were having a plan to buy a camera. Please, if you're willing to support, we will appreciate. For those who have come out reach out their donation, I want to say thank you so much. Bye bye till we meet on another video.